Our next guest is bringing a sense of optimism to the show today. Marguerite Elisofon, author of My Picture Perfect Family, What Happens When One Twin Has Autism, joins us now, and it's great to have you with us, Marguerite.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome, welcome. So I mean, tell us the story. You have twins, obviously, one of them having autism. When did you find out that your daughter was on the spectrum?
Very early, because when you have twins, you watch two premature babies develop if they're premature, and one of them was going a lot faster than the other, and we realized something was amiss, and we took her to be evaluated, and my brother-in-law is a pediatrician, and was the beginning of labels. PDD, PDD-NOS, all these different labels for different parts of the spectrum.
Why did you write the book? Was it because you wanted people to really understand more about what autism spectrum is about, or is what happened with your family, your son, the dynamics of it all?
Well, both, actually. I did want people to understand it as a family experience, but I also wanted to give people hope. I wanted to give other people who were starting on the journey not to feel that they're defeated by what experts said, or to give in to the gloom and doom, which even 20 plus years later, they haven't really found consistently effective treatments to help with many of the symptoms.
How about for your son, Matthew, growing up as a twin? Did he teach you anything about your daughter, Samantha, or the relationship that they had? Was there a takeaway there?
Yes, there was a takeaway that you could have two children at the same time from the same studio apartment, and they both come out about as different as you could ever expect. My son provided a lot of humor, which helped get us through some of the hard times, which if you've read the book, you know he's a bit of a stand-up comedian himself and has done some of it.
I'll have to check out Michael's show this weekend.
He's in LA now.
Oh, okay.
Where is Samantha in the autism spectrum?
That's a very good question. She's, I guess her last diagnosis was PDD-NOS. She's not Asperger's syndrome, but she did manage to go to college at Pace University and graduated.
Did well.
Yeah, she did.
Cum laude.
Right, yes, she squeaked in there with cum laude. She's a very, very determined, hardworking young woman, very motivated. Wants to learn, tremendous amount of energy, which works both to your benefit and, if you have those symptoms, also not to your benefit.
What advice do you have for other parents with children with autism?
Look at every angle, think outside the box, advocate, be the squeaky wheel. Don't take no for an answer so easily, or if you don't like what one expert says, find another one that you like better. I mean, if you stick with the gloom and doomers, you're not going to get anywhere.
So
I mean,
true.
It becomes self-fulfilling. I think if you look, I mean, it doesn't mean you're going to solve every problem, or that your kid's going to graduate school necessarily, or maybe not even college. But you have to try. And my daughter wanted to go to college, and she had her brother as sort of, I want to say, a role model. But if he could do something, she wanted to be able to do it.
No, well, that's inspiring, and I think a lot of these messages and stories can apply to all aspects of life, no matter who you are and where you're from. So it sounds like a very uplifting book. You guys will have to check it out online on Amazon.com. Marguerite, thank you so much for joining us here today on CT Style.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And coming up, life.